Greetings from Skagit Valley, and welcome to Building Skagit Valley Orchard, the first episode of many to come, where we'll be sharing every step of turning this 5-acre field behind me into a thriving apple orchard. My name is Nathan, and I've just retired from the United States Navy after 20 years of service as a naval flight officer. But now I'm embarking on a huge career shift, one that will bring new challenges, rewards, and a deep connection to this land. Here at Skagit Valley Orchard, our motto is where tradition meets innovation. And that's exactly what we're doing. Honoring the age-old craft of orchard management while incorporating the latest in technology and sustainability. This field, which is currently fallow, is about to be transformed into an apple orchard, but not just any apple orchard. Here we'll be growing 9 cultivars of sustainably grown dessert apples using a farm-to-table, high-density, tall spindle U-pick model. We'll also be implementing conservation methods and organic practices to provide the best quality produce, all while protecting natural resources that make this land so special. Now you might be wondering, why apples? Why an orchard? Well, let me share with you this dream and how it came to life. When we bought this land during the height of the COVID pandemic, I had no idea that God was leading us down this path. At that time, we were praying that we would just be able to stay here in the Mount Vernon area and make this our permanent home. And that's exactly what happened. While on my final deployment, I started brainstorming for ideas for this 5-acre field. Ideas that would serve not just my family, but the entire community. But before this orchard dream could take root, I explored dozens of other crops and livestock that could be raised right here in the Skagit Valley. I spent countless hours researching everything from crop management to pest control to water needs and zoning laws. And after much prayer, deep thought, the decision was finally made to pursue apples. And now this field will soon be home to 5,100 apple trees. That's right, 5,100 apple trees, all planted using the high-density method. This is going to be a family affair. Over the next couple years, my family and I will be taking this land from a hayfield to a working orchard, all while installing some cutting-edge technology, including a one-of-kind irrigation system that will conserve our water resources.
As you can see by this SketchUp graphic, our orchard will be divided into 3 main plots, north, south, and west. Each one will have its own unique characteristic. We already have names picked out for these plots, but I don't want to spoil the fun, so stay tuned for that reveal. Through the middle of the field will run a 20-foot wide commodities aisle, giving us easy access to different sections of the orchard. We'll also be bringing water and control voltage to the field through this aisle, preparing for the advanced irrigation system that we'll be installing in the months ahead. This SketchUp fly-through shows a barn and other improvements. You need to dream big, and these improvements are on our 5-year plan after the orchard is fully matured. We'll dedicate a future episode to these improvements, and specifically the design characteristics of this barn.
As I walk through the field today, you'll notice that the land is in its current state, a lush green hayfield. But in just a few months, this will all change. The land will be plowed, surveyed, and marked for exactly where each tree will go. The rows will be meticulously placed, ensuring that each tree is positioned to thrive. Now, the reason we chose to go with a high-density apple orchard was simple. Traditional apple orchards often have trees spaced 15 to 20 feet apart and rows 20 to 25 feet apart. And with that layout, you can only fit about 250 to 300 trees on 5 acres. That's not enough for growth, sustainability, or profitability for the family. So using my Navy experience of researching and studying, I dove deep into the topic of studying on apples. And I learned about rootstocks, about grafting, pest management, and irrigation techniques. And that's how I discovered during that studying that by using this high density method, we could plant 5,100 trees right here on this land and maximize the space while maintaining efficiency and profitability. And here we are, right in the center of the future orchard. Over the next few months, we'll be turning this field into rows of apple trees. I'll use a stake here as our reference point to ensure that the rows of apple trees are perfectly aligned, north and south. Every inch matters. After all, this project will define the next chapters of my life and my family's future.
So here's the plan. The orchard will feature 66 rows, each measuring up to 180 feet long. We'll also have a supporting trellis system and of course a whole field fence. In future episodes, we'll go into detail about the technology behind the irrigation system, the soil preparation, and the planting process. We'll also discuss cover crops and beneficial flowers. We're planning to keep the soil healthy and attract pollinators. In fact, we'll be starting an apiary right here on the property. Initially, we'll have 2 hives, but our goal is to slowly expand to more than 12 hives as the orchard grows.
Bees are essential for pollination for apple trees, and having our own apiary will be a way to ensure that our trees are well pollinated and producing the best possible fruit. Plus, they'll be able to harvest our own honey, which will be fun bonus for our future customers and for ourselves. I've shared a lot with you today, but this is just the beginning. As we get started with the field preparation, planting, and building, I'll be documenting everything for you to follow along with. In upcoming episodes, we'll show you the planting process, the irrigation installation, and even take a field trip or two to other orchards and nurseries to learn from their experiences. I'd love for you to be part of this journey with us. Consider becoming one of the first subscribers today. And by liking and sharing this video with your family and friends, you're helping make this dream a reality. Don't forget to ring that bell so you're the first to know when a new episode drops. And also consider becoming a Patreon supporter. More information about Patreon is in the links below. Thank you so much for starting this journey with us. We can't wait to share the next steps as we transform this field into the Skagit Valley orchard.